What's going on, Pixel Hackers? Christian Lovrecich from PixlFeed here. And in this video, I'm going to show you 8 ways to hack the Instagram algorithm in 2021. But before we get started, you know what to do. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's dive right in. So, as many of you know, you guys have been following my journey of building a new brand with Facebook ads and Shopify. And part of that strategy has been to step up our organic content. Why? There's 2 reasons why. Because one, you get cheaper costs and ads, meaning lower cost CPMs. The more engagement your posts get, the better it is for the algorithm, because it's all about the user experience on Facebook and Instagram. So, and then 2, we're building a brand, so we want organic content. We want to build a tribe of people that are super passionate about our brand. So I've been diving deep into the Instagram algorithm, and I've been finding things that work really well. So I'm going to go through them with you. So let's start with number 1. Hack number 1, it's going to be consistent in your niche. What does that mean? Well, you're probably sitting there like, Christian, I do post all the time in my stuff. It's not about how many times you post throughout the day. It's about the type of content that you're posting throughout the day. So for example, if you have a fitness account and let's say you sell supplements, right? The only accounts that you should be interacting with are other fitness accounts. So it could be any, top tier athletes with millions of followers. It could be, medium-sized accounts like 100, influencers that have like 100K followers or a little bit more. Those are the only type of accounts you should be interacting with. You shouldn't be playing the follow and unfollow game with anybody that follows your account. You're giving the wrong signals to the algorithm. You want to tell the algorithm what your account is all about. So if my account is about fitness and supplements, I'm going to interact with only accounts that have to do with fitness, because what happens is the algo puts the pieces together and goes, oh, this is a product for fitness people. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect the dots and put that content in front of those fitness people. It's going to figure out your niche. So the tighter you keep your niche and the closer and the more niche down that you keep it. So for example, if it's just supplements for lifting weights, but you want to take it a step further, let's say it's for power lifters, then you're going to follow powerlifting accounts and powerlifting influencers. And that's the only type of accounts that you interact with, because now you're telling the Instagram algorithm exactly what you're looking for and what you're about, what your brand is about. So they'll put the pieces together for you. Number 2 is going to be share your content when your audience is most active. Okay? So one of the ways that Instagram and Facebook's algorithm works is, again, it's all about engagement. So you got to catch that wave of engagement at first. Because what happens is Instagram and Facebook, what they're going to do is, and I keep saying Instagram and Facebook because it's the same company, it's the same algorithms basically. What happens is when you make a post, based on the interactions that it gets right off the gate, the algorithm is going to decide if it's going to show it to the next pool of people. If the next pool of people interact with that post and engage with it based on hearts and comments, then it's going to move it up to the next pool of people. So let's say you start with 50 individuals, it'll show the post, right? Let's say 1% of your audience, and it says, okay, these people like it, they're interacting with it. Let's move it up a notch. And then the next pool of people interact with it as well. Then the algorithm goes, okay, people seem to like this, let's kick it up a notch. And then it's just an effect that keeps going and going and going. And the more engagement it gets, the more it's going to get kicked to the top. So you want to take advantage of right away when people are coming onto the platform, opening their phones to check their feeds. How do you do that? Well, you go under the settings in your Instagram account. You're going to make sure you're set up as a business account, and you're going to look at your analytics. If you go in there, it's going to tell you exactly the days of the week. It's going to tell you the times of the day when your fans are most active and when they're most likely to interact with, and it will even give you their demographics. So if your audience is 25 to 35, make sure you're creating content for that age bracket. Are they women or males, right? If it's more males, then make sure you create that content tailored to males, right? You got to read your data. So what you do is, if your audience is mostly on at noon or 12 p.m., don't post at 11:30. Don't post at 11:45. Make sure you're ready to go. And if you're scheduling your post with a tool, make sure you make it at 11:48 or 11:57, you know? So you catch that wave that is in between, because most people, what they're going to do is they're going to schedule their post for like, 11:30, 11:45, or 12. So if you pick one of those odd numbers in between that means nothing, you have a better chance of catching those people's attention at the top of the feed and writing that way of interaction if you have a good post for your audience. All right, number 3, encourage comments and likes, right? Again, it goes back to the algorithm. You want to encourage your audience to interact with your post. So how do you do that? I mean, an easy way to do that is to interact with your community by asking them a question or asking them to take action. Now, don't go in there and say, hey, hit like on this post, but make sure that in your description you have a call to action. For example, if you're showing off, if you have two, let's say you have a fitness fashion brand like leggings and tops. Well, pick out one outfit, do a split post with 2 different versions of it. One's black, one's blue, or one's black, one's pink. It's like, which one do you like best? Let us know in the comments below. That's one way you can get action, get engagement in your post, because once again, it goes back to number 2. It's all about that engagement. It's all about the user experience. So you can do it like, which one do you like best? Let us know in the comments below. Tag a friend who will like this outfit, right? Or you can do a giveaway and be like, tell us which one you like best, tag a friend, and get, we'll put you in a raffle for, to win the outfit at the end of the week. This type of post encourage people to tag their friends and interact with your post, which drives the engagement up, drives the signals up, and at the end, it tells the algorithm, hey, this is great content. Like, let's kick it up to the top. Let's put it on the Explore page, right? All right. Number 4, and this is probably one of the most important ones. Tailor your post with SEO in mind. Very important. I bet you 99% of you don't think about this. So as we move forward into a content-driven internet and with social media and Google and everything, it's all about the content that you create. And what happens is, Google sends web crawlers out to search for content. The algorithm, they read your post. They read every single post. So based on that, they're gonna, kick your content up a notch based on what people are looking for when they're searching on their web or when they're interacting with other apps on their phone. So what you do is Instagram now allows users to search by keyword in different countries. So what I highly recommend is that you use a tool like Keyword Planner from Google, and see what keywords in your niche people are searching the most. Once you have the list of keywords that people search the most, pick 100 of them, well, not 100, but pick like 10, 20 of them, and make sure you include them in your post. You got to optimize your post for SEO. So what is another way to do this? So now that you have your keywords, you're gonna write descriptive captions that are relevant to your content and that are highly searched keywords throughout. So think about how people search, how you search for a video on YouTube. How to hack the Instagram algorithm in 2021. So think of stuff like that you can write, because think like a real person. Don't think like a bot. So something like, this is the best outfit for working out in 2021. So if people search that, your post it's most likely to come up at the top, okay? Now, the second part of this that it's extremely important, and 99% of you don't know this, is that you can actually manually write the alt text for your Instagram post. And to do this, all you have to do is go into the advanced settings inside Instagram, and then go into your publishing flow, and then select Write Alt Text. What is this? The alt text is used to describe your images for people who are handicapped, people who can't see well, or people who are completely blind. So when they're scrolling, there's a voice that tells them what's going through their feed. There's 2 reasons for this. One, you're taking care of handicapped people so they know what's going on. But 2, now the algo knows how to categorize your post even better, because you're gonna write it in a very descriptive fashion with your keywords, right? It's because you have to do it manually, because if you let the algo do it, it's gonna be very basic. If you go in there, you can be extremely descriptive with it and to the point of what you're trying to do it. So when people are listening to their feed, it'll tell them exactly what it is, or Now you're telling the algorithm exactly what's inside that post, because let's face it, AI is not perfect. I see it every day with ads. It's not perfect. All it does is like, oh, that's a shirt or that's a dog, but it doesn't say what type of breed. What breed is it? Is it a Frenchie or is it a German Shepherd? It doesn't know. Most of the time, it doesn't know. So if you tell them like, hey, this is a Frenchie or this is a German Shepherd instead of this is just a dog, guess what? Now people who are searching specifically for that, they're gonna find your account, they're gonna find your product, right? So make sure to do that. And then obviously, the other way you work into SEO is by using relevant hashtags on your post. You can use up to 30 hashtags on your post. I don't recommend using all 30 because you can get shadow banned for spamming, believe it or not. It doesn't make any sense. Why would they let you use 30 if they're gonna shadow ban you anyway? So I like to use a maximum of 8 hashtags. And the way that I do it is I do it on the first comment. So I'm not spamming the description itself. Okay, so that's how you take care of your SEO right there. So if people are searching for content, they'll search in content and the algorithms know where to place it at. Which brings us to my next one. Hashtag, I should just do the hashtag. Hashtag strategy. You gotta make sure you have a hashtag strategy. If you're just going in there and guessing hashtags, it's not gonna, I mean, you might get lucky with a couple here and there, but guess what? If you're choosing the hashtags that are completely oversaturated, you're not gonna get the results that you're looking for because you're gonna get lost in a sea of content and a pool of people because there's so much content out there. So number one, make sure your hashtags are highly relevant to your niche and to the content of the post itself. Don't just use fitness. Use, if it's powerlifting, talk about powerlifting, use powerlifting hashtags, right? The other thing that I like to do is like go into the Explorer page, see what's trending in your niche. Try to niche down as much as you can. So now, again, back to the example of fitness and powerlifting. Look for powerlifting hashtags. Look at the Explorer page. What is trending? Then click on the top post on that trending page and look at the hashtags they're using. This is going to give you an idea of the hashtags that you need to use. The other thing is you gotta make sure you're using hashtags with a healthy volume of posts. So I like to use, again, don't go super broad, but I like to use hashtags that have anything between 10,000 and 250,000 search volume when it comes to the content, because it's kind of like, it's big enough, but it's not broad enough that it's going to get lost in the middle of the sea. These people are looking specifically for that type of content or products. And another one, make sure you do your research on those hashtags once you find them. Whether you're using a software or you're doing it manually, make sure you do research on the hashtags. Believe it or not, some hashtags are banned sometimes, or they're shadow banned. So if you have your list of hashtags and you do a search for them on Instagram and nothing comes up, guess what? Now you know not to use the hashtag because you'll be wasting your time and you'll be losing that valuable space that can get you your content, in front of other people, right? So make sure you do that. Let's see, what are we doing? Another one is 6. Make sure you post stories. Spell that wrong. With engagement stickers. I have such a horrible handwriting. I'm so glad that you guys follow me and deal with this. Anyway, make sure you're using lots of stories in your post. Once again, we're gonna go back. What is the algorithm all about? Engagement. And how do we get more engagement? Stories with stickers. Create a poll. Yes or no. Do you like this? Yes or no. Use what are the other things that you can do with with stories? You can do emoji stickers. People love emojis, right? Emoji stickers. You can do polls. I can't even pronounce that. Polls. Polls. So which one do you like better? Blue, red, or white? Do you like this? Yes or no. Another one that worked really well for us is we will post a picture on our stories, and it'll be like, we will tell them about ourselves, and then it will make people grab that picture, and then they will fill it out and post it themselves, tagging you on the story. So that's engagement. That shows the algorithm people are into your content, right? And then the other hand, when you're doing this type of stuff in the stories, when the people are tagging you and they're interacting with your posts, guess what? Now they're getting in your DMs, right? You get in those DM signals because the DM will tell you, hey, so-and-so tagged you in their story. Now that's a stronger indication to the algorithm that people really, really love your account. So make sure you use your story, take advantage of the stickers, the polls, all the interactive features that Instagram has. Another one, this is very important. Embrace change. What does that mean? Welcome to tech, where everything changes literally overnight, especially when it comes to ads, but we're talking about it organic. Reels are out, and people are like, oh my God, Reels. Same thing happened when stories came out. Everyone's like, oh my God, stories, so annoying. Yeah, but you know what? That's the fact is that running an Instagram account nowadays, it's a full-time job. But if you do it right, it can bring you lots of sales and lots of deals if you're an influencer. So you want to do it right. You want to treat it as a full-time job. If you can't do it yourself, make sure you hire somebody to do it for you. That's what I did. Anyway, so you got to embrace the change and the new. So for example, once when Reels was released, our engagement grew by 280%. Because what happens when something's new, they're going to push it because they want to take advantage of it. So for example, why would they do that? Well, they're competing with TikTok, right? TikTok is very big, and Reels is the answer to TikToks. And the only way to beat TikTok or keep up with them in their heads is like, okay, let's push Reels so people get used to it. And if they post Reels, we're going to give them maximum engagement to keep them coming back for more. That's how they get you to come back for more. So all that dopamine hit, man. It's like, oh, my reel reached thousands of people and I got like hundreds of comments. And then when I post a regular picture, I barely get anything. That's why they do it. They want you to engage. They want you to get the new features out there, and they want you to take advantage of them, right? To make them normal. Because after a while, it's all normal. Everybody gets scared about change, but guess what? It's for good. So you just use it. Take advantage of it. When something's new, take advantage of it. And last but not least, this is the one that I've seen lately that people are so lazy and they keep doing it. Back to Reels. Make sure you share original content. Get rid of that TikTok watermark. Why? Guess what? The algorithm can see your post. They can see what's inside the video. As soon as the algorithm sees that TikTok watermark, says no go, shadow ban, all the way to the bottom. They want you to make original Reels. So make sure if you're doing a video, and if you want to use it for both TikTok and Instagram, I get it. You don't want to do two different videos. Make sure you shoot it without that. You save the version without the watermark. Because if you're lazy about it and you just grab your TikTok video and try to upload it with the TikTok watermark, you're going to get shadow banned and no one's going to see it. Why would Instagram advertise their competitor wide open? And they won't do that. They're not going to do that. They're going to shadow ban you for it. They want high quality original content. So don't be lazy. Make sure you create OG Reels for Instagram. Guys, I hope you like this video. I hope this helps you grow your brand. And if you guys want to keep learning about Facebook ads, Instagram, digital marketing in general, Shopify, how to grow a brand from zero to who knows what, make sure to check out one of the videos right above me. And I will see you guys in the next video.